Hello, everyone. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. We're going to talk about a chance for some hiccups in the forecast now that Halloween is on the downside, and we'll talk a little bit more about some flakes for a few of us that could accumulate in grassy areas on your Friday. That's how we start November. Your detailed forecast is coming up next. My friends at Robert Gibbons Sons want you to know that if you upgrade your heating and cooling units now, they're going to throw in a free water heater. Don't have a cold shower. At quality Bryant equipment as well. Robert Gibbons Sons, give them a call. Tell them Hutch sent you. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. Clouds will be building in. As we go through the overnight hours tonight, it does look like we'll see some showers of rain pushing into central South Dakota. This is a weather wiggle that as it wobbles our way is going to intensify and bring us a chance of some showers. It's going to be quite cold even though we have some clouds over us in the overnight hours, but the clouds will keep us from getting as cold as our neighbors out west got this morning, near 10 degrees for some. Now, showers of rain pressing in the afternoon. So it starts along the South Dakota border, lifts to the I-94 corridor as it's getting into the early to mid-afternoon hours. Notice a couple of snow showers on the backside. As low pressure strengthens, the pressure drops, cooling the air's temperature. And yes, we could have a few pockets of snow showers developing. This has it in Kidder County, Stutzman County, and down into the portions of Emmons County, but some heavier rain showers that will swiftly move through. That'll limit some of the accumulations of rain as it works its way through. The timing on this I-94 corridor, 4 o'clock, and then it moves up to the highway. 200 corridor as we get into the evening hours. Look at what goes on in Minnesota. So if you are in places like Mahnomen, Bagley, Boston, a chance for some rain mixing with a little bit of snow for your evening on Friday. Keep that in mind. On the south side of this, we're going to see things clearing up fairly nicely. We'll have a south wind until this low moves by us, and then it becomes more northwesterly as we go through the day. For a little information on the details with regards to how much rain or snow we might get, I'm going to refer to a forecast model here that'll get us some information that we need. Let's start with a look at the snowfall potential with this particular weather-making hiccup as it works its way through. So we'll switch over to a snowfall ratio. This time of the year, with as warm as we are, we can use 10 to 1 or less. That means for every 1 inch of liquid equivalent moisture, we get 10 inches of snow. It's probably going to be closer to around 6 or 5 with our temperatures. So as we go through the day, notice this model showing that a couple of pockets could get an inch or more on grassy areas, and it won't stick around long. So the best chance of that is on this model, right where we saw it falling on the future radar there. Now we'll take a look at another model. Is this a consistent forecast? Here's another one. The North American model shows, yep, but the location is a little different. So wherever that cool air pool sets up and we get a chance at snow, we'll see a ½ inch of snow, potentially a little bit more in a couple of places. How about a third model just for giggles and hilarity? Let's do it. See what this one says, and this one has nothing in the way of snow working its way through, but it is a little bit older model run. Now, what about the rainfall potential with the systems as we go through? I'm thinking 1 to 2/10 of an inch from what I was seeing earlier. Now, as we let this model run its way through, very little coming through on that one as far as moisture with the little Friday hiccup. This one's showing a 1/10 or 2 for many of us in the path of this system. I would tend to agree. A 1/10 or 2 inch of rain under the path of the system. Now, it does look like a couple places may see just a little bit more. Let's take a look at one more model, and then you'll have your idea on that as we get to your digits in the forecast. Again, a trace to a 1/10 or 2/10 of an inch, seeming to be depending on the location of the exact track of the system. Mainly in the Southern Valley here and into the Highway 200 corridor will bring the best chance. We're going to start backwards. We'll go with a look at your 7-day planner first and let you know that our temperatures will be cold this morning, warming up to 43 degrees as we go into, Friday morning and go into the afternoon with temperatures rising only into the 40s. Mid to low 40s once again, and that chance of some showers of snow or a little hiccup making its way through. Then we warm it up on Saturday. We turn our clocks back Saturday night. Keep that in mind. Now, Sunday is the next chance of precipitation, but with temperatures that'll be closer to 40 to 50 degrees. I think our chance of snow a little lower with that particular weather-making system. We'll keep you posted on that. This time of the year, it can switch pretty quickly, so stay tuned for updates. Pretty okie-dokie Tuesday, and that continues right into your Thursday as seasonable weather, or a little bit above average, continues for this time of the year. All right, let me pull up a couple of looks at some details that we got here with regards to your temperatures for the overnight and tomorrow, starting with the overnight. The coldest weather will be up north, farther away from the clouds. Once again, you'll have some low 20s up there in places like Walhalla and up there near Belcourt. We may see some of you reaching those near teens once again. For the FM area and for Grand Forks, I am expecting temperatures to be near 30 degrees, maybe even into the upper 20s. And that's how that is looking. Now, as we look at the afternoon, here comes our low pressure system. South winds ahead of it. Nothing too strong. Those winds will increase a little bit as this low moves right over the valley in the late afternoon hours at about 5 o'clock as the winds shift. Best chance of snow mainly west of Fargo and then sneaking up through the valley and into parts of maybe the Highway 2 corridor of Minnesota as we go through your Friday afternoon. I'll have updates for you right here. But for now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Did you know I've got a lot of pictures from you that were absolutely fantastic? Look at this nonsense that took place out to the east. You're not going to believe this. That was not only just a little bit of snow, but it was heavy snow and it was wet snow that made its way into the Twin Cities and points into the St. Cloud area as well. Look at this. It's enough to make a snowman out there in the Glencoe area. Thank you so very, very much. And some pretty bad accidents in and around the area with several hundred calls as we forget what it's like to drive in snow. Beth Ann sharing another photo. Oh, this is of the snow angel out there. Why not? Just let her go. Have a little bit of fun. And just for giggles, this is what it looks like in the southern hemisphere. All right. I hope you had a very safe and happy Halloween. What's that? What? Oh. And Bones here hopes you had a very happy Halloween as well. So for both of us and Rue, we wish you a very, very happy Halloween and a great start to November. All right, take care.